Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Read Kagetsu Tohya. Apparently, the art director took a liking to the theme song of a certain celebrity. Now, is this going to be one that we know, or is this some obscure Japanese thing? Give me a song that makes me feel like my brain is melting, he asked the webmaster. Okay, I'm going to be real. I'm going to show my age right now. What the heck is a webmaster? From that day on, every time you phoned him, you could hear the theme song of Sakura Wars 3 in the background. That's fair. Yo, those Sakura Wars songs, they hit different. Welcome back to Kagetsu Tohya. So, I have had, via the comments, some explanation. So, the entirety of the main story is in Twilight, Grass, Moon, Fairy Tale Princess. That's apparently everything. The 10 Nights of Dream are short stories that are entirely separate and kind of wrap themselves up all together. So, my plan is I'm probably going to do the 10 Nights of Dreams entirely on their own just to keep the momentum going, right? Plus, I don't want to read one of these and all of a sudden be like confused because I jump in back in and what do I know, what do I don't? So, that's kind of my plan. Also, as for the Tsukihime tale rather, I've had that thing explained to me. Yeah, we'll be getting to that later. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Like, everyone always asks me, they're like, hey, are you doing this? Are you going to read this? Are you going to check out this? And the answer is like always yes. But just, let's let things go in the natural order, right? Everything can follow a good little path. And that's what I'm going to do. So, with that said, it's time for us to head on back into the story where we will get going with looking for some new stuff, right? So let's skip. And we go to, you know what, let's stay at the mansion because we got places we can go now outside of the house too, right? Now, okay. We can go to the forest again and see if something new happens. Okay, Kohaku-san's thieving cat story. Have we seen this? I think we have. It says we have. It says we have, but I don't remember this. I'm going to say no. Oh, it's so loud. Ah, I had my volume cranked up. Ow, my ears. Okay, so, step in the darkness. Okay, so this. Okay. We did do this. Yes. Okay. Dang. You know what? That was a waste of a day. Let's go back. Okay, I was just curious, because I'm like, I feel like there's something that's going to happen there. Oh, new dead apostle. Oh, yeah, no, we got him already. That's fine. Though it said he wanted to achieve the ultimate magic. That's interesting. Okay, so we're going to skip this. Stay at the mansion. Skip. Let's go out now. So, we went to Arkwood's house. What about the tea house? Go to the park, Arihiko-san's place, Jinan Hospital, CL Senpai. Okay, well, let's go to the tea house. I'll go to a coffee house and comfortably plan out my day. I guess we're going. Going to Starbucks. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey! Right, I only have free time during this. It'll be busier once winter comes, but now it feels like a soldier's day off. With that, Akira-chan brings her knife to the strawberry pie. She looks good in the outfit. Changing my habit for day, I order a whole pie instead of half, or even the usual quarter one. The pie that takes up most of the table resembles Southeastern Asia's flour grown in the countryside. What a thing to compare it to. And the table is the world's best I think I made metaphors that bring down my own appetite. Yeah, stop with the metaphors. Just enjoy the pie, bro. Oh, cute! She's got a kitty face. I love kitty face. But starting next year, I think I can't even do what I like. In the high school section, there are 3 people in one room. They do possession checks often, too. Club members also split up into different rooms. Tono-senpai has an unusually high grade, but I, on the other hand, have an unusually low grade. Akira-chan munches on as she talks. This girl is Seo Akira-chan. She's Akiha's kohai, or underclassman. Last winter there was an incident which I got involved in and during which I met her. Since then we become friends. Akira-chan's careful, so her actions aren't pronounced, but she's very healthy and positive. This section is translated very strangely, and we just have to accept that. The juxtaposition is really cute. Meeting with her makes me feel as if I have a little sister. So we've been meeting often. Oh my god. Oh buddy. That is hilarious. My man, you have more than one. You have multiple. We haven't even met one of them yet, but we have more than one. Huh. If you have a little sister? Oh, wait, what? Nissan already has a magnificent little sister, don't you? A voice as far away as possible from a little sister comes to my head. I was gonna say, I'll just forget it. Shiki-san? You've been quiet for a while. Are you feeling well? Akira-chan looks at my expression. The expression of thinking of sister. Yeah, I'm fine. There was just something I needed to think about. Wow, she has incredibly varied sprites, and you can absolutely tell like she's been newly made. It's the shading and everything. It's way improved. Also, her neck is a better length. I know. It's certainly about Tono-senpai, isn't it? She's sharp. Wonder why a woman's intuition is so sharp. Yeah, half of it was about her. Because Shiki-san, when you think about Tono-senpai, you have this troubled yet happy face. And saying that, Akira-chan makes a smile. Well, that's nice. But I'm only half right. The other half is... Murmuring, she puts her fork in her mouth and looks down. Yeah? What about the other half? Yeah, what about the other half? What the heck could it be? That it'd be good if it were me. Ah, that's right. The other half was about you, actually. Oh, is she gonna be all blushy? Is that really so? How could that... Yeah! With a crash, Akira-chan stands up, and with that, attracts the attention of the customers at the cafe. Can't take her anywhere. Embarrassed, even her ears turn red. You know, those ears, which you literally cannot see. That's... It's okay. No one laughed. See, I mean, I did, but that was just in my voice. See? No one's looking this way anymore, so calm down. I'll sit down. With that, she magnificently stubs her knee on the table, and the content of the glass drenched the hem of her skirt. Akira-chan shouts once again. Again, the attention of the customers. The one good thing is that the glass only had water in it. Excuse me, Shiki-san, I'll be right back. Almost crying, she goes to the restroom. Well, this is, it's going great. Though, mind you, none of it is of our accord. This is all on her, and then she quickly returns. Laughing embarrassedly, she talks and tries hard to forget the incident. It felt as if I were dragged here by the enthusiastic Akira-chan. And in addition, there's this Soka-san, but she's the diametric opposite of Tono-senpai. She's like senpai when in school, but outside the dorm she changes. She seems like flashy things such as metallic chains and so on. Shiny things? Necklaces and jewelry? Akira seems to be making weird friends again. That's not it. It's actually... As if at a loss for words, she pensively moves her knife. She places a skillfully Whoa! Whoa! Cut slice I made. That's called a spoonerism. And they happen to me often. A skillfully cut slice on her plate. On the table, there's only one slice of strawberry pie left. Should I order one more? Raspberry tart, maybe? This one's almost done. Really? Yay! Really? You must try the raspberry of a berry. Akira-chan's face brightens up. And from that, I cheer up too. Suddenly, Akira-chan becomes quiet and drops her shoulders. It's fine. I'm okay with this. She puts her fork down in regret. and doesn't even touch the slice on her plate. Huh? Akira-chan, are you full already? No, it's not that. Only I've been eating, so... that's right. Now that I look at it, I've only had one piece since we came here. Don't worry about me. I eat only little. And soon it'll be lunchtime too, so I need to empty my stomach a bit. You're full after only 2 slices? I like sweet things, but it's not good to have too much sugar. So I keep myself in check. And additionally, I like Japanese snacks better than Western ones. But I won't say that. Anyway, Akira-chan seems even more depressed. I'm fine too. I can't eat lunch if I fill my stomach right now. Oh? I like how happy you look when you eat, but if you don't want to, I guess I can't force you. Yeah, if you say it that way, I'm embarrassed. And happy. And again, she blushes. But being embarrassed and happy at the same time seems a little paradoxical. And after talking for a bit more, we leave and head... Okay, I still need to know how to pronounce this. I think it's Anenerby. It's German, right? I don't know. I'm gonna say Anenerby. It'd be Anenerbe. It'd be like Anenerbe. And I did end up buying her a raspberry tart. I told her that she could take it as a gift to her dorm friends, and she accepted. Yo, you bring pie to your dorm, everyone loves you. And then the usual park. It's around lunchtime, and this holiday morning, the park is lively. It's almost time for your school's cultural festival, isn't it? Maybe she heard it from Akira. Sorry. Whoa, Akiha. But suddenly she asked such a question. Yeah, our school's cultural festival is better than the athletic festival since it's an academic school. If you have time, come visit. I'll try to show you around. Well, that unlocks that then. I'll definitely go. Even though Tono-senpai is scary, I'll definitely go. Her voice is strangely scared but enthusiastic. And I'll send you the tickets. But I think I might be free only during the morning. Since you're coming, maybe Akiha can show you around too. No. Please don't say such scary things. Please keep this a secret from Senpai. If you say so. I won't talk about it unless Akiha brings it up. But it's lunchtime now. Yes, it is indeed. Then what should I do? Well, let's have lunch with her. Why not? Akira-chan said she had plans, and maybe she can have lunch with me. Akira-chan, do you have time? Yes, I'm free until 3. Then how about lunch? I don't have any plans, so I'm hoping you can keep me company. Gladly. Akira-chan replies immediately with a smile. Then shall we walk a little more? Oh no, that was me. Shiki-san, you seem to be confused. Is there something wrong? A little. Your reaction was really quick. Like, you're expecting my question already. I kind of saw it beforehand. Oh right, the future vision. I see. That is so. Akia... oh god, their names are so similar. Similar! Whoa, what's going on with my speaking? Akira-chan seems to have a little special power. Something like predicting the future? I've only heard of it, but she can see the immediate future before it happens. And it seems she doesn't have total control over it. It happens randomly. So, nothing about the special eyes, huh? That's, yeah, again, been curiously avoided this whole game. We get something for both of us from a relatively fancy hamburger place and walk to the park. It's Wendy's. We went to Wendy's. The weather's nice, and Akira-chan wanted to go out to the street, so we ended up in a park. The sunlight is warm, a perfect day for sunbathing. You're from the north. Then you're strong against cold, right? Yeah, not really. I can't get up easily in the morning if it's cold. Yeah, it's true. You were like, oh, you're probably good with the cold because you live up in Canada. It's like, no. We hate it. We just learn to live with it. We just make ways of going around it. But I hate it. I literally am moving away from it because I hate the cold. I would love to go a place where it never snows. Snow is awful. The cold is terrible. And my father always scolds me, reminding me of the employees who have to get up early no matter what. Employees? What does your family do? We brew liquor. Specialists who can brew good liquor are treasures, so they seem to have more say in my house than my father. She says it happily. So I guess it's a proud occupation to have. Her innocence is so tranquil. I hope that she grows up this way. Anyway, even though I'm weak against cold, I'm strong against alcohol. I know you're not supposed to drink, but I'm the first one to taste what's brewed. I mean, so here's the thing, all right? So this is where I stand on the matter, okay? Listen up. The best way to get kids not to become alcoholic is simple. Let them drink. In fact, fill their house with alcohol. Leave it out everywhere. Make them clean it up. They will learn to resent it and then not become alcoholic. Because that's how I was raised. We have so much alcohol. Like, it is everywhere. You can't, like, we have a fridge, we have a mini fridge, we have a cabinet, we have another cabinet, we have a whole storage area, and it's not even stuff that we buy, it's that we host parties, that people bring it so that we have it, right? But here's the thing, I would always have to be the one to put it away as a kid. So in doing so, I learned to frickin' hate alcohol, because I'm like, it just gets in the way, right? Also, I was given a sip of beer when I was about 8 years old. Threw up. Worst thing ever. Now I can appreciate it. Like, I had wine when I recorded the first part. That was quite nice. And I also, you know, like, I'll have a little cooler every now and then, just a little bit. But by demystifying alcohol, it gets rid of the problem. I mean, it's also, you know, when they... you can also do it with other things, too. But I'm not going to say that neither here nor there because, you know, it's okay. It's okay. But I still stand by what I say. So... But no, it's also like, if you're not getting drunk from it and just tasting the flavor, it's fine. Oh, then you like Japanese drinks, Akira-chan. I will say, Japanese, like, sake and stuff, it is a unique flavor. It's not what I would call what I love, but I had a plum one that was really nice. That's... Can I just say that I like Western drinks? As if she has something else in mind, she fidgets her fingers as she speaks. No, it really doesn't matter as long as you like it, right? Alcohol's alcohol. Right, I love how, again, like, you have, like, this actual child being like, yeah, I've drank, which is super realistic. And then you got, like, you know, fate granddaughter, and it's like, no, even though I'm 18, I still mustn't drink, senpai. It's like, no, shut up. There's no liquor that tastes bad. I don't know about that. There's no liquor that tastes bad. Buddy, no. No, there is. There's very much liquor that tastes bad. So I don't think it's right to be bound to one type. Ha! It looks like her father insists on Japanese liquor only. Well, I do understand how he wants to pass on his trade to his daughter, but I'll be on Akira-chan's side for now. But beer won't do. That's not good. Beer? Shiki-san, you don't like it? Nah, the taste's alright, but it makes you fat. See, I'm of the opposite. I think the taste of beer is terrible. I hate it. Fat? Yeah, really quickly, too. Chubby? Her eyes are tearing up. Am I too late? Yeah, I don't know about that, actually. I just think beer's nasty. Didn't you have an appointment at 3? Wow, you don't even have 10 minutes left. Yes. Since the person's very strict about appointments, we should be able to meet her pretty soon. Well, we were going to meet during lunch, but I was able to postpone it a bit. Huh? Is that perhaps because of me? Yes. But senpai seemed to have something come up too. So we decided to meet after we both took care of our business. I see. Well, then that's a relief. Senpai, could it be someone related to Akiha? I asked carefully. Akira-chan's in the last year at Asagami Women's Academy Middle School. And Akiha is a junior at Asagami Academy's high school. So Akira-chan's senpai would be someone in high school, and the possibility that person being Akiha is high. Akira-chan and Akiha are both student government members. They seem to mix the high school and middle school when they hold meetings. Hey? Was Akiha still a student at Asagami? Then the age doesn't match up. Then if she's still there, what grade am I in? No, it's not Tono-senpai. But I suppose the person's related to Tono-senpai. Who the frick are you? Akira. An unfamiliar boy calls to her. Who are you? Senpai, are you done with everything? Yeah. I suddenly remembered it. It didn't take long to do. Succinctly speaking, the boy turns to look at me. Who? For some reason, I'm blatantly not getting trusted. Who are you? Why do you look like that? You're Tonoshiki? Since slightly been hanging around with a middle schooler. Wait! It's Senpai, what are you talking about? I'm the one who called Shiki-san. Who? What, you're saying that you hit on Tono first? Senpai, even as a joke, what a thing to say! If Tono-senpai turns serious, then you don't know what she'll... Then you won't be living for too much longer. She survived a fall from the roof, then immediately landed a high kick on the one who shoved her, and then if the opponent were my height, an axe kick would probably follow to finish up... Sorry, wait, what? She survived a fall from the roof, then immediately after landed a high kick on the one who shoved her, so she literally pressed shield, teleported behind, then if the opponent were my height, an axe kick would probably follow to finish up the mess. Oh, now look at it. You're about my height, Akira. That's a new sprite. What are you saying why are you saying such chilling things? It's all advice. Saying that matter-of-factly, the person turns his attention to me once more. Same with you. You meaning me? Yes. I can understand that you think Akira-chan is cute, but don't step over the boundary. It looks like she likes Akira-chan. So if you barge in weirdly, then it'll be a mess. With that, the boy takes hold of Akira-chan's hand. Well then, let's hurry. If we start now, we'll arrive by 5. It's standing only, so if we don't get close to the stage, it'll be boring. Wait just a moment, please. Oh no, that's her. Akira-chan gets away from the boy and comes close to me. Shiki-san, this is the book I've told you about. I'll lend it to you. Please return it at the festival. Akira-chan produced a book from her backpack. We've been talking about 3 hours, but when we talk about manga? Thanks. Then I'll see you at the festival. Okay. Please say hi to Tono-senpai for me. Akira-chan bows and follows the unfamiliar boy. Well then, it's 3 in the afternoon. I'll stay a little while, then go back to the mansion. I wonder if the manga unlocks a thing. Mansion sunset, witch cooking. You know what? Let's eat at the mansion. Okay, nothing special. Hello? I was running. Trying to calm my heavy breathing and not caring about my torn clothes, I didn't even try to fix my glasses that slid down and run. I don't want this. Why do I? My mind, as if scared by the ferocity of the beast following, mutters such weak words. Of course, it won't do anything to improve the situation. There will still be the pain that follows. After letting out the shout, the already strained heart falters even more, forcing the little girl to slow even more. Ha ha ha. She runs, gasping for breath, to a place where people might be. She believed that if she would escape to a place like the park, she could survive. But people were long gone. The little girl came to a shop in the middle of the night on a whim to spy on the recent murder cases. No, to be exact, she couldn't image the perpetrator of the crimes. She runs through the park. From the construction site near the edge of the city to this place is about 2 kilometers. Her stamina is at its limit after running the whole distance. Her anger blurs her vision. She's not underestimating the killer. She knows that it's dangerous to be around this late at night, but also made preparations to that effect. No, she even thought to capture the killer should he appear. Because the girl lacking defining characteristics, and who has little to do with the main story, is the heir to the brainwashing karate Hisui Do. What? What is happening? This is unbelievable. She shakes from the fear caused by the one following her. She made 2 mistaken assumptions. One is, damn it, no one said anything about the fact that the killer's not human. Right, the killer's not human. Running on 4 legs, the black beast resembles a wild dog. It roams the night to assault people. But the problem isn't that. A wild dog or two is nothing to her. The second mistake that made her run so wildly. That is... you're so persistent. She looks back as she runs, and there... Surprise! I'm going to eat you! Is a strangely bright wild deer. Hey! The deer's talking! That was her second mistake. To her, the thought of a deer that roams the streets at night, assaults people, and talks was an absolute binding that tied her down. Alright, I thought we were going serious. We're not. Deer! Of all things, a deer! And it even looks like Shishigami! Yeah, okay, sure. Confused, her despair has no conviction. But that can't be helped. The reoccurring trauma. In her younger days, she wandered into Kashima Temple and became the unwilling soccer ball to 22 deers! Dang, I'm guessing that's the one in, Nara. Hey, please wait a moment, miss. Look, you dropped your handkerchief. Click, click, the deer's legs hit against the pavement. Already, the horns are tapping her back. Yo, if you've never been hit by deer horns, they're actually, like, super hard. Like, it hurts, and their head is, like, low, but the fulcrum of their motion... I went to Nara, and the deers hit me. Don't be stupid! That's the line of a certain bear! Ouch! It hurts, you arrow deer! Oh, no. Oh, we're going berserk. Where are you poking? Ha ha ha! Well, I am an animal. The deer dexterously controls its horns. They make a figure of 8 as they slash the girl's clothes. Dempsey? Like a Dempsey roll? Like, is that a Tomorrow's Joe? Whoa! I'm the talking deer Eto. My name's not something common, such as Jack. With that show of anger, the deer makes a U-turn. This is the end. Prepare for my flash of the dimensional ninja. With that weird chant, the deer strikes the girl's back. God! The girl flies as she shouts that word. I'm so confused right now. Me too. Even though she hits the pavement and bounces, she Is this the manga I was given? And hits the pavement and bounces, she lifts up her head. In front of her is the deer, its eyes flashing. Really? You're giving me too much trouble for just being an extra. I'll finish this before any interference happens. Swish, swish. The deer again makes the repeating figure 8 with his horns. It looks very enthusiastic. No! Even if you cry out, there's no one to help you out. The horns aim for the girl's neck, and then... that will be it. A reliable voice that shoots through the cold moonlight. Hey, you! Oh, hi, CL. What the frick is going on? The deer has terror in both its eyes as it looks back. On top of the streetlight is sanctified black robe flowing under the moon. Also, that is so better looking than the original. Holy crap, that looks so good. Punishing you in the stead of the moon. No, Curry, that's not it. What? Is this a movie? What? She suddenly looks up in surprise. And there's a totally dissatisfied Akiha. Akiha, I think it's a bit rude to dust someone's head with a duster when she's reading a manga. Or when he... Oh, we were reading a manga. No, he deserves it when he doesn't answer, even though... Okay, this makes sense. He deserves it when he doesn't answer, even though called upon many times. Really, it's a spectacle when you chuckle and laugh out loud to yourself without anyone around. Is it so fun that you can't pay attention to your surroundings? Are you really chastising me for reading? No, it's just so-so. Why, do you want to read it too? Do you want to read it? I offer the manga to Akiha. Akiha sighs, looking at the book as if it were some vulgar object. I'm fine. I'm not interested in such things. Well, that's regrettable. Akira-chan lent it to me. Flinch. Akiha's body freezes. Nissan, what did you just say? I said that it's regrettable since you won't read something Akira-chan lent me. You mean... I'm asking how you two came so close as to lend each other things. The sound of rolling thunder. There's a sound as if the ground is shaking. But it's probably the boiler in the basement causing trouble. Nissan, you still haven't answered my question. Are you exercising your right to remain silent? There's a strange force in Akia's voice. No, I didn't mean to do that. But if you put it that way, then it sounds like I'm doing something criminal. Haha, I laugh. But Akia just coldly replies, Is that so? Anyway, Nissan, you met with Seo today. Nah, I met her in the street. Oh, we talked a little at Akira-chan seems to visit the place often nowadays. I told her to drop by sometime, but she said she'll go back today. She told me to say hi to you. Is that so? I have never met her near here. Seo must be coming here more often now. Again, the sound of the ground shaking. This is dangerous. Won't a fire start from the boiler if this keeps up? So, where did you two agree to meet next time? I promised to escort her during the cultural festival. I was surprised that she knew when it was. You told her, right? You invite your kohai to the festival? You must be really nice. Akira-chan was looking forward to it. Yes, I'm looking forward to it too. Very much so. Akiha's voice is so quiet that it scares me. The sound again. The sound of the ground shaking. It looks like there might be an earthquake. Will the boiler be okay? But Akira-chan is going through a lot to get here. 2 hours by train from Asagami. Perhaps it's better to send a car for her. I was going to finish a sentence, but my voice box freezes. Yes? What is it, Nissan? Why are you inverting? That's a fun sentence. Hair? Oh, don't pay attention to that. It's not reacting to Nissan. She smiles. That's a relief. No, that's not the problem. Why are you adding your own earthquake sound effect? No, that must be your hearing. Then please excuse me, I must prepare for the cultural festival. With an evil laugh, Akiha disappears into the lobby. Perhaps Akiha doesn't like Akira-chan? Then maybe I made the relationship worse just now. Sorry, Akira-chan. As a sign of apology, I'll protect you from Akiha on the day of the festival. I mutter to a non-present Akira-chan. Well, even if I say that, it'll probably just be running... Even if I say that, it'll probably just be running with Akira-chan away from the death grip of Akiha. Okay. Night choices. We're just gonna keep checking them. Murder. Oh, this is new. This is new. The serial murders that continue even now. Just like yesterday, the revived vampire probably roams the streets to look for victims. Yeah, we've seen him. That guy. I don't know who or what that is. But what I know is that he's the killer. He's calling out to Tonoshiki. He blatantly appears in front of me. He's obviously looking for a fight with me. All right, you want to end this, let's. I get out of my bed and change clothes. I make certain of the cold feeling of the knife and put my restricting glasses on again. Okay, so no, because he's got the glasses, right? And he says they're the restricting glasses. So it must just be like, it must just come down to him not talking about it. But there's still something in the back of my head. I definitely met someone who resembles me. But when, where, I don't remember. The street is as usual. In the last few days, the nocturnal streets have always been silent. No presence of humans or the touch of the wind. On the shadow-like road, I drag my own imitating shadow into the middle. And then, the tombstone-like skyscrapers surround this road. In the middle of this desert created by humans, he stands. Yeah, that is straight up the Melty. That's so cool. Yo, I love this. Yo, this is so sick, and I'm so happy that this is a stage in Melty Blood. The divided glass moon. The frozen moonlight illuminates the bodies. Wait, okay, hold up, wait a sec. Wait. The divided glass moon. That's 5. The frozen moonlight illuminates. Wait. The frozen moonlight illuminates. That could be. Okay, so if you go, the frozen moonlight illuminates. Nah, it's not 100%. The bodies of the fallen. Okay, but here's the thing. That is a haiku, but it's not a haiku that 100% follows the rules of haiku, but then again, the syllable count of haiku is actually not a rule you have to 100% follow, right? There's rules about it. It's haikus are weird, but that is a haiku. You came, the cold voice of the one who overtly resembles me. There's no time. I'll have your neck this time before the night is over. And the left hand of the shadow glimmers. Click. The blade comes out to reflect the moonlight. This time? That's a mistake. It's the first time fighting with him and... I don't have any memories of fighting him before. No memories of meeting or not meeting him. I don't remember any of it. Then what use is this? What are you? I don't know such things. If you have stupid regrets, then you'll hesitate on your way to hell. It applies to you, and of course me. The shadow lowers itself. Before I could even realize that he lowered his center of gravity, my body was holding my knife. The moment I got my knife, the shadow in one step flew toward me. Whoa, every time that song hits, it's a jump scare. Just like a pebble bouncing off the surface of the water, it came low and beastly. The knife that definitely aims for my neck. Judging it too late to avoid, I deflect it with my own. It must be experience from fighting so many times. Shah! The feeling of lightly cutting meat. Just like how his knife glanced near my neck, so did my neck glance near his. Just like when he rushed me, his stance is tactically worse than mine. That's interesting. My outstretched arm. I grab the knife that comes and pull. The target is his undefended back. Behind the spine, okay, sure, yeah, no, that's fine. That target disappears in an instant. I stop my arm that was pulling. With unbelievable nimbleness, he jumps to my side. His body low enough so that his two hands can touch the ground. He ignores human physical limitation and instantly moves to my side. No, maybe his speed is that of a beast. I instinctively turn my body and make a straight line with my knife. But even that misses. The knife that aimed at my waist level slices the air above the one who crouches even deeper. With a flash, he is now lower than my knees. He who is now lower than even my knees aims for my neck. I knew that one was coming. My spine freezes up. My thoughts stop imagining myself decapitated a second later. The knife shoots up from below like an arrow. That I can't avoid. I can't even tilt my head back now. Ugh. I put my arm in front of my neck as a shield. The knife that stabbed the top of my right arm gets pulled back. I switch my knife from my right hand to my left. The moonlight flows by. Third attack comes in the blink of an eye. I deflect all that with my knife. As if tired from close quarter combat, he distances himself to try another tactic. The movement of retreating without even moving his legs resembles a spider. Okay, I can't even imagine that. What are they saying he did? It felt as if the ground before me moved back. That movement. My body hadn't remembered. My neck would have been his by now. It's really serious. It's really serious, he says as he stands up. Seems my experience doesn't matter too much here. I was taught that'd be useless if I stopped practicing, but I didn't know it would be this useless. Oh, wait. No, that is him. I was taught that it would be useless if I stopped practicing, but I didn't know it would be this useless. Interesting. With a swish, the shadow's knife rotates. He holds the knife's blade between his fingers. Definitely. The one who has to disappear is you. There cannot be another of me, he says. I agree to his comment. No, he's my shadow, so it's only obvious that his thoughts mimic mine. Whatever you want, I'll say again. We're a bother to each other. It's paradoxical for me to exist that's not me. Of course. So die here. The moment we think that, everything was done. He raises his arm. He'll definitely throw it, and I predict and ready my body for the attack. We each only have one weapon. If I deflect his knife, then victory is mine. Instant death. The shadow comes like a banshee. The tucked arm moves to my side immediately. Preparing for the death blow, the shadow turns his back to me. Swoosh! The figure turns like a top. Whoosh! The glimmer of the knife that cuts the wind. I watch with my eyes and judge that I can parry the attack, but as I throw the knife away, he comes into my vision. What kind of trick is this? As if swayed by the moonlight, he takes off into the air, still with his back toward me. Oh God, my eyes. Oh God, I'm getting an allergy attack right now. I'm physically in pain during this fight scene. Ah. Oh, my eye. I'm myself freaking out right now. Cause like, oh, my eye. You ever have that moment where your eye just gets wetter and wetter and wetter? Sucks, man. Trying to enjoy this. My eye's freaking out. Head down. He flips midair. A nightmarish speed. Along with the knife he threw, he comes. When I realize I'm already in a pinch. If I hit, my intestines, not to mention my heart, will be gone. If I don't parry, then it'll be death. Gotta tap forward, dude. I can't help but do this. I instinctively parry the knife, and the impact shakes my body. As my body shakes, the figure in the air grabs my head. Oh, we got the air grab! Crunch. The neck bone gives way. Nanaya, the shadow says. His beastly movements now miraculously appear so beautiful. He pulls out with one hand, still twisting my head. My spine hanging like a tail, I see myself in his hands. The shadow lands without a sound. On the street is a body without a head, still not realizing its own death. Only the head left. I realize my death for my body. The killer is back. Before I lost consciousness, I remember that this miraculous dance under the moonlight belongs to a person whom I called father. That's interesting. Strange. What's the message? Novel recommendation of the day is To Find Through Death by Ryu Keiichiro. I do wonder, can you legally say names of novels to tell people to buy? I think so. Right? Did we get a new... Nope, not a new thing there. I'm going to keep looking there. Okay, that was a bit heavy. With that in mind, let's go through a bit of an easier day, right? Let's go to school and finish up some of our choices here. Let's go. I think we did straight to school, right? Oh, right. We can go with Akiha. Yeah. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired. I'm going. Going on ahead, Akiha. I shout to the second floor. A surprised voice. Wait just a moment, Nissan. I'll be out right now. The sound of hurried footsteps comes from the second floor. A long while after breakfast, I hurry Akiha, who was up until now relaxedly drinking tea in the living room. I shout to the second floor. Drinking tea in the living room. Is it okay, I say to myself that Akiha deserves punishment for leisurely taking time instead of changing, and I smile a dark smile. And within 3 short minutes, Akiha comes down to the lobby. Really, she doesn't run even when she's short on time. Her lifestyle really is different from mine. Yep. I'm sorry. I made you wait. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we still have about 20 minutes to blow. So no worries. Akiha's troubled panting stops altogether. Nissan, then you don't have to say you were going on ahead. I know, but I found it weird that someone like you would make others wait. So I just had to. I had to play a little trick on you. I probably should keep that to myself. Nissan, so what is it? I guess nothing beats going to school early, so let's head out together. I storm out with an upset Akiha. We go downhill. Now I think about it, we've been going to school together for a while now. Oh, this is so... This is like the instant you go, something's up, right? Because we've got literal contradictions. After Kia transferred, we went to school together when I woke up on time. Although that happens only about twice a week. Stop. I stop after hitting a stone on the road. Nissan, what is it? You look like you've seen a ghost. Akiha looks at me from the side. The scent from her black hair on her shoulder sways me a bit. Don't sniff your sister's hair, bro. That's weird. Feel like I went to school with you yesterday, too. Akiha just smiles happily as if she's happy to hear such a thing from me. You've been waking up early nowadays. I find it really enjoyable that I can go to school with you. She says that to me so frankly, I really don't know what to say. Oh, if you're happy, then I'm happy too. Maybe just my feeling, but I feel as if there is a trap today. I know what you want to say. There's nothing wrong happening at school in the mansion. It's almost scary that these days are so peaceful. That is true. I worry when happy things continue to happen. I'm not afraid of painful things becoming more painful because of the happy times, but of happy times ending and going back to normal. Feeling of depression at the end of a festival, for example. The happiest moment of my life is the happiest, but it's also a flash. I subconsciously fear it. But it's okay. Soon it'll be the cultural festival. Happy times will continue, and after the festival will be winter break. We can all travel during the break, and when we return it'll be around New Year's Day. See, Nissan? If an important person is by your side, then happy times will continue. Akiha walks ahead with light steps. Yeah, you're definitely right, Akiha. Even my small worries are no match for Akiha. I have Akiha, Hisui, and Kohaku-san. I have a home to return to, so I have nothing to worry about. Then let's meet during lunch break. Akiha breaks off and happily goes to the freshman section. Seen as school morning. Skip. Let's go to class. We're boring. We've never done that. Hello! With or without energy, I don't know. But I go into the classroom. I mean, you have to tell me, buddy. There's two different ways to read that line. None of the girls are present. A few of the boys are in the middle working on something. Oh, reinforcements. One of the boys who were scrunched over gets up. He's the ace of the judo club. Holy crap, your name, dude. Kitsuyoshi Yoshinobu-kun. Who? Who is it? The members of the mysterious gathering look up, following the example of Kitsuyoshi. What, it's Tono. You seem to have a lot of free time. Hey, you came early, Tono. What? Then you're saying I have a lot of free time too? No, we can't leave this up to a non-artistic farce. No, what am I hiding? I even won a bronze medal in elementary school. It's not that we have free time. It's just, we're weird. And the girls are so cold. Oh, this is the real high school experience right here. Hey, I thought I told one of you to keep Inui quiet. No, because only a sports club member can hold him down. He gets to do the dirty work. What are they doing? That's your logic. Then Tono can go either way since he's neither athletic nor artistic. I mean, he's kind of athletic. No, I don't remember being that lucky. I answered the last question and sigh. His kids are fantastically out of control. Including Kitsuyoshi, there were 6 rowdy guys armed with paint and markers. What? I was wondering what 5, 6 grown men were doing. All you guys are doing is making a weird sign. I told you to leave the color into me! I'll show you the talent of the disregarded Inui Akira-hiko. It'll be as if you were dreaming. So says a class delinquent, tied up with a pink paint bucket in one of his hands. Then you'll have to die, no? Geniuses only get recognized after they die. A munching sound. In one corner of the classroom is the silhouette of a figure resembling a rice cake. What the frick is going on? Takada-kun looks like he has nothing to do but eat his bread and watch the raggedy group of males. Alright, my beautiful calligraphy. The next famous line of the century. Let's see. Panda eats a bamboo and drinks a ball. Arihiko. Arihiko's writing nonsense again. Stop him! Stop Inui! Definitely feels like a dream. Alright, it's perfect. It's on par with Hokusai. Can you imagine Hokusai being an anime girl? That'd be pretty hot. No one will think it's a mere cultural festival sign. No, it's not even a sign. That's enough. Snap out of your dream. Whoa, smack. With a crash, Arihiko goes airborne. I watch him fall over in slow motion and know that it was a critical hit. Erase it with white paint. Hey, Tono, if you're free, help. We have to finish this by homeroom. The loud voice of Kitsuyoshi really suits his big body. That's not the voice I went for. It probably reached the next classroom, maybe even the one next to that one. Alright, I rolled my sleeves and joined the group. I was gonna bother you even if you hadn't asked, but weren't we doing something else yesterday? Yeah, that got scrapped pretty quickly. Oh, but we made it pretty well. Even the student council thought it was good. Well, the thing is, there was this idiot who wanted to brighten it up with some red paint. Kitsuyoshi Yoshinobu was complaining. Really? I realize why Arihiko's here so early in the morning. He's here to get punished. Kitsuyoshi, what are you gonna do with this? If we're to attract customers, then we'll have to use one style. Tsuneiwa-kun, who seems to have the most artistic talent of the group, speaks. And to think that he's in the same judo club as Kitsuyoshi. I wouldn't know much about it. Oh, that's nice. Tono, what do you think? If it's Shiki-kun, then I'll trust him. So, how do you want us to end this? Maids or aprons? Well, why are you asking such a pointed question? Sunawai, is it Sunawai-kun? Okay. Sunawai-kun just has an expression that seems to say, I wonder why that is. Well, it doesn't matter much, but you ask me, I think the apron's better. It has a more settled feeling. So it's true you like the Japanese style. Kitsunewa-kun happily moves his brush up and down. The drawings are left up to him and we decide to do the letters. Well, I like maid uniforms too. Buddy, you live with them. Homeroom starts! The class is lively, like on a midsummer day, and feels rather different from the usual studious aura. Now I think about it, today... It's the cultural festival. Right! It's a day of the festival! A shock enough to bring down the whole school. Oh, you're so energetic even in the morning, Tono-kun! And the approaching Inui Arihiko. The fact that he's here this early means it's a special day that comes once a year. The day of the culture festival that frees the whole school. No, I'm surprised. I completely forgot about it. Really? Well, I thought of it myself only in the morning, too. The strange duo laughs together. And the other 38. That's a class of 40 students? Dear God. Mind you, different in Japan. Let's give it up, Arihiko. If we say such idiotic things, we'll be cast aside. You could be a Manzai duo. Right. We didn't even help out much. Forget it. Don't include me in your category. I did various things. Right? I made the tea house menu, went to the market to buy ingredients, got some costumes, and even assembled the screen for the movie. Hoo-hoo! Just hearing that, I can't figure out what our class is doing. I completely agree to that. Oh my god, is there multiple options? Hey, wait, so what are we doing? I asked the whole class. The cold stares again. Hey, Tono, who do you think was the one who put off the decision to the last minute? Right, since you didn't vote, Tono-kun, we still can't figure out what we're doing. That's right, don't fool around with Inui and vote already. But it's the day! To bring you up to date, Tea House 13 votes, costume rental shop 13 votes, mysterious movie theater 13 votes. All these sound really funny. So it all depends on how you vote. Really? Wow, that's surprising. Things have gotten out of hand without my knowing. What do I do? They all look fun, but to be specific, I'll choose Runaway Tea House Low Kick, Costume Rental and Photography, Marble Phantasm. We're gonna have to do all these, so let's just start with Low Kick. Probably a tea house. It's traditional, and I did pull many strings to get the cake ingredients together. Boys don't like cake shops, but the other choices have their risks. Alright, I'm going with the tea house. A shot of gladness from the girls, and boost from the boys. Right, Tono-kun, you're always on the girls' side. No, if you say that, it looks like I voted like I did with a different intention. No, I just wanted a tea house. I retort, but then adding to that is Inui Arihiko. Right, Tono-kun is the adversary of all males. Hut! Bam! Boy, we were just hitting those cross counters, huh? Oh, amazing. I think you actually lifted him off the ground with that shot. I saw it. The super shocking body blow. Yeah, Inui-kun lifted up about 5 centimeters. Right, it's a professional killing move. Indeed. Ah, welfare specialist, please escort Inui to the infirmary. Clap, clap, clap. No, simply a critical hit. Since the mood is up, I reply by holding my 2 hands up. But why is our teacher applauding along with the students? You know what? Hey, no, you don't get it. When the classroom delinquent gets done in, that's when the teacher's like, oh, finally, someone stood up. Alright, it's decided then. Tono seems to be all fired up to go. It's as good as done. They all hooray and pray for success. Aprons for the girls and waiter costumes for the boys, along with knee pads and boxing tape for their hands. What? Are we really doing that? Right, the concept of our tea house is to drink and escape. If they have the courage to get through us, then they're welcome to drink with that. What the frick? We got free drinks and what the frick? Ultimate defense checked out by the student government. Free drinks are okay, but I doubt the ultimate defense part got through. Oh, there are many holes where we can be tackled, but before that, who came up with the idea? Huh? When we were collecting ideas for the name of the tea house, wasn't there something like Low Kick? So who in the right mind would name a tea house Low Kick? His sense seems to be either too messed up or 100 years too early. Is that a freaking reference to Junen Hyundai Tetsuzanko? He's probably on the top of the list of suspects. And the speaker points to the one lying on the floor. Their patient was getting dragged about. Imagine naming your restaurant a fighting game move. And by imagine, I mean, God, I want that to be me. Alright, rock, paper, scissors. Paper. A group of papers get thrust out. And the only scissors by me. Oh. Even though I chose it, I surprisingly stare at my 2 fingers. What's this? Only Tono won. How boring. It got decided in 5 seconds. What? We shouldn't have used rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets to take the first break. I told you we should force the boys to work and let the girls take their time off freely. You're saying that because you're the only girl here. Right. Why are all the girls in our class so violent? What? How about you say something cool like, I'll take care of the shop for the day, huh? Oh, they're fighting. Definitely fighting. The class is too small for even the students only. But if guests are to come, then the 40 students will have to split into 2, half them being behind the screen on standby and the other half on break. Without the maintenance people, the class is divided into 6 groups. And among the group, only 1 is allowed to be on break at a time. The first one has just been decided. Alright, it's been decided, so what are you gonna do, Tono? Right, I'll be out during the morning. It'll be busier during the afternoon, right? I'll come help you then, so take care of it until I return. Oh, you're sacrificing yourself. I want to let some certain idiot girl listen to what you just said. What? I was going to say that too. Hey, don't copy me, Tono. The one retorting is student number 9, Maijima Sachiko. Due to her violent nature, she naturally got the position of the leader of the class. I'll go check out the other classes. I'll come back when I feel like it. Oh, go. If you stay, then that idiot girl will escape first. Agreed. I walk off into the hallway. Wait, Tono, go check out the other classes? Then switch with me. I bet everything on today. I just wave back and head outside. I got the break during the morning, but where should I go? Oh my god, there's so many. Okay, well, 4th floor, first class. I arrive on the 4th floor. The hallway is lively with kids and their parents, students from other schools, and of course the freshmen. The freshmen are really busy. The stands in front of each of the classroom with things such as dolls and advertisements exude a desire to defeat all the other classes. And that feeling infects the class beside it, and the infection makes it round the whole floor. That's sad. They're probably not used to it. They are the most energetic out of the whole school, but they lack skill. They're all lacking in points of interest compared to the juniors who are doing whatever they want, and the seniors who are doing their best before they graduate. In the corner is Class 1G. Out of the 7 freshman classes, 2 are doing something normal like tea houses and game shops. And the class in the very front is... Nissan. Won't you stop by for a moment? Somewhat familiar male student calls out to me. First freshman class, Monster House. Oh, the movie? The student who called to me has the form of a hunchback. In one hand is a portable oil lamp. It actually looks somewhat authentic. I don't care, but can't you stop calling me Nissan? Huh? But Nissan is Nissan. You're Tono-sama's Nissan, right? Tono-sama? That was me. Akiha, what are you doing in your class? Or maybe just this guy who's special. Then what will you do? As you can see, our Monster House is very popular on this floor. Alright, I'll go in. 1 student ticket. Alright, Nissan, please follow me. Clang, clang goes the oil lamp. It seems like the lamp is made of paper as expected. But you? Yes? What is it, Nissan? An advice. You made a mistake. A hunchback is not a monster. Huh? Thank you for that advice. Clang, clang. The lamp again. This is scary. If it's like this outside, the inside will be... Because employing such an unusual student as this is to advertise means this... Whoa. Because employing such an unusual student as this to advertise means that Class 1-1 is definitely out of its mind. Ah! A skeleton! Is the reaction they probably want from me. When I step in, I'm chilled by the realism. What is this class thinking? Really, what was it thinking? The tiles are all changed and tombstones and warriors abound. They seem to have missed their target. It seems like it started as a joke but snowballed into something chaotic, at which point the class fell into confusion. Four more rooms until the exit. I rely on the signs written on the monster posters. This monster house is connected to the empty classroom next door on the balcony. It resembles a maze more than a monster house. End of the hallway. It's a strategic move to use the open classroom and the entrance of the big classroom. Usually that many permissions aren't granted to one class, and plus the budget of one class shouldn't allow this. Shouldn't. But there's a transfer student here with many, many hidden abilities, so I guess they managed something. My investigation of the monster house continues. Traps hidden by the darkness come out at very strategic points. A skull hanging by a thread. A guillotine made of paper that seems like it really wants to kill people. About 20 mummies, of course made of students, lining the walls of the hallway. A maze that opens up to the balcony immediately after door, causing the person to almost fall down. A scene depicting a family meal that seems to develop into a cruel and brutal murder scene. And to end it all, there seem to be real insects attached to the bloody corpses adorning the floor. This can't be good for the heart. Makes the visitor more uncomfortable than scared. The concept is definitely off. Especially the hallway with hung corpses lining both walls cannot be called anything but the best. It's dangerous. The designer should have kept his judgment in check. Finally the exit. The sign says exit. It's been 30 minutes since 30 minutes! That's a big one. I relaxedly open the door thinking it's the end of it. What? Did I come back to the entrance? Now that I think about it, monster houses are designed that way. If I go through that black curtain, I'll be able to go back out to the hallway. Slide. A noise coming from the darkness beside me. Really, they meant to make the person relax, then pull off their last antic. This really was designed seriously. I gulp. It's been very well thought out. The end, even if expected, will definitely be something horrific. Slide, slide. The noise comes closer and stops. Probably plans to jump out suddenly and surprise me. Since I'm here, I'll let you do your best. Then come, the grand finale. This is cultural appropriation. Ha! You came, Nissan. I freeze. But it ends here. If you don't want to be eaten whole, then promise to live a peaceful life from now on, yeah. The accent too. Come on. Come on. Akiha thrusts both her fists like a cat as she shouts. No part of her scares me, but she seems to be a Nekomata. And she's so energetic. She seems to really like how she's dressed right now. Ho. Are you speechless after the shock, Nya? And she sounds even happier. There are very many shocking aspects, but first off, I have to make a clean kill of the idiot who taught her to speak in such a way. Sorry, Akiha, but can I ask something? Oh, Nya? It'll be useless to beg for your life, but I'll listen, Nya. That's perhaps... Do you enjoy that? Akiha blinks in surprise. And only then does she seem to realize that I'm frozen out of sheer disbelief rather than terror. Excuse me. I'm not doing this because I like it. I'm only doing it as a school activity. Really? But despite all that, you were very enthusiastic. Of course. I'm in charge of finishing up, so I definitely have to surprise the visitors. Well, surprise me you did. But that's probably because I'm Tonoshiki. I'm not sure others will be surprised too. What's with the way you're speaking? All the other people definitely ran out scared. Nissan, if you didn't know me, you probably would have screamed and escaped. I'll ask, how did the other people react? They were at a loss for words and closed their eyes nervously and ran out. And I don't know why, but all of them coughed once. Unnaturally. I wonder what that means. Akiha thinks carefully after muttering that. Right. No one seems to have gathered up the courage to tell her. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with me. It's you who's weird to fault my costume. Right. Everyone would probably be scared if they weren't me. Right. To celebrate, do that pose again? Cha! I'll eat you, Nya! Seems like she's practiced a lot for it as she takes the pose in an instant. What is it, Nissan? Those eyes? It stabs my heart with regret that I didn't bring Hisui or Kawaku-san here. It's literally, yo, they gotta see this. No, it was a good show. So do your best, Akiha. Do your best. Wait, Nissan. You have something you say, then say it straight. Alright. That pose once more? Speak like a man, yeah? Sha, it feels more cute than scary. And I coolly escaped from the place. That was an adventure. That was a lot. And so the end of morning sounds. Festival's half over. After lunchtime, I have to go back to the classroom, be it my choice or not. Then to enjoy it and not regret it later, what should I do? Well, this is a lot of choices. I gotta help the class. It's my job. And so I became a waiter at Tea House Low Kick. Thanks to 20 some kinds of cakes, the guests are flowing in, and I can definitely be considered a success. There's one thing I could complain about, though. And that is the fact that the customer, if he can get to the stairway by way of force, does not have to pay anything. That's the problem here. In the morning alone, there were 8 challengers. Most of them were students, usually seniors, who want to have some fun. But they ate and escaped, and betting his last drop of blood, the former judo club president rushes the stairway, and some freshmen decide to be strategic and have 3 of them escape at the same time. Or so I heard, but I can imagine how difficult it was. We're to use tackles only, but even that can't be safe. With each challenger, a student from our class is sent to the infirmary. So the chaos seems to have attracted a lot more people, and the guests seem to be finish eating and stay until a new challenger appears so they can watch the spectacle unfold. The festival organizer explicitly said to get no one injured, but most of the activities were checked out beforehand, so there hasn't been a stop order yet. Well, it's probably because the organizer didn't even think we would do such a ridiculous thing as eating and escaping. This will probably be the last of the eat and escape tea house, I mutter relaxedly. Now there are only 3 waiters left. Since there are no challengers at the table, we can relax for now. Right. This year might be really chaotic in many ways. They even gave a warning to the first years. I know, first year class A, right? Supposedly, people are in danger of falling from a 4th floor balcony or a kid had a seizure or something. Yeah, we heard about that balcony part. Class 1A. Freshman class 1. Oh, you're looking dark, Tono. Isn't that your little sister's class? But it still can't be worse than us. I heard that the first challenger was a monster in college playing American football. He should be banned from all tea houses. It wasn't thought out properly. If the shop specializes in cake, then we thought the majority of customers would be female, and so we thought we could tackle them and stop them in their tracks. Right. When Inui first suggested, we all thought it was a great idea. What are you talking about? The one who first suggested was Tono. He just gave the idea to Inui and watched from afar as the story progressed. Me no remember. The two remained silent. Without a choice, I turned silent too. But, huh? What? Why is it that we're only specializing in cake? Even though we might attract female customers, we can't attract the lunch customers. We should at least have a lunchtime special service or something like that from noon to 3 in the afternoon. Agreed. Ramen or katsudon or something plain like that is direly needed. But Tono was against all of it. Why? Why? It's because... Really? I knew it all along, but I didn't realize it. Alright, think about it this way. If you haphazardly put something like curry on the menu, that person will come. Finish off that. Then destroy our whole supply of cake and escape as if nothing happened. And if that happens, we'd probably all end up in the hospital. And the two turned silent after a moment of great revelation. It's peaceful. Yeah, peaceful. The two muttered to themselves and turned their attention to the class. What? Like, the level of fear that CL still holds over this school. You wouldn't have thought that she stopped being gaslighting and girl boss. An underground pro wrestler looking duo appeared. Boys, it's your turn. The girl at the counter calls quietly. Can we survive until the closing ceremony? We sigh and prepare our minds for the worst. If we don't do some light stretching beforehand, then this will most likely get out of hand. This is very silly. The ending ceremony starts. There's a fire in the schoolyard. The music is polka. What? Students are probably dancing around the campfire in a circle. Leaning on the desk, I stretch myself. The ending ceremony is voluntary, and of course the campfire is voluntary too. And that means that lounging about this classroom and looking at the schoolyard is voluntary as well. Oh, that sounds so relaxing right now. The rooftop would be pretty full with couples right about now. Oh, and the ones who still feel the festivities are probably in the schoolyard. Oh man, we could probably come with some cute girl. But alas. The fact that I can lounge about like this proves that I really don't have much to do. I don't let out the feeling of festivity still remaining in my body and look at the blazing fire from afar. It's over this year too. It'd be a lie to say that I don't feel a little empty. The days preparing for the festival were a festival in and of themselves. The more those days are enjoyable, the lonelier the end becomes. But this ending was expected, so the days become enjoyable. The end of the dream that definitely comes. Fearing that, I've always had this day as my destination. The last of the energy. That's why the campfire burning in the schoolyard is beautiful and without a flaw. There is an end to everything. The days that were always shining and happy. I suppose they exist to prove that the end is flawlessly beautiful. It's burning. Fire is blazing. Bleaches the surrounding darkness orange and rises skyward. The many thoughts that end are thus burnt and spread to the sky without fail. It dances to the darkness. The fire at the end of the festival is beautiful, like a spirit. Suppose this will do for this year. If I go into that ring, will the festival continue? But here suffices for now. It's nice to look at the festival's end, the campfire from afar. That has its own value. I think it'll allow me to organize things that have been happening up until now. Yeah, maybe it's because of the fire, but sleepiness suddenly comes to me. My eyes slowly close. The traces of fire so high up. The long funeral march. In the valley, clean, impeccable people are holding flowers. I imagine such a scenery. My eyes close. In the closed darkness is an orange shadow. The swaying fire will always, without fail, even if my consciousness falls asleep, burn into the sky. Oh, we're back to the dream. The sea of winds that pass by the grass field. The swaying green carpet extends even after so many years. The chair is rocking, and sitting in it is an old man, and under the chair is one black cat. The wind does a polka. There is no hint of people in the grass field. Below this hill, in the village down in the valley, A festival of full moon is starting. Every year, the sound of the festival reaches up the hill. She knows that the end of the fall is near whenever she hears the sound. The chair just rocks, the old man looks at the sunset, and the black cat is looking at the grass field. Below is a fabulous festival of autumn. She doesn't remember how many times she heard it. It doesn't even look that way. It hasn't changed this year either. She just silently looks on from afar. And when the festival is about to end, so was her day. Sitting on a chair that doesn't rock, doesn't have anyone, she waits for fall. And so, not even once, she didn't look at the festival, which she secretly respected, and said goodbye to the scenery. Man, just the idea of watching a festival from afar is such a dream-like atmosphere, right? I can't imagine something more that just like just being out of reach, right? Today's lucky item is Cliffside Chest. We've seen that one already. We're gonna get doubles now. Did we get a dream sequence? No, okay. Wow, okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. That was another episode of Kagetsu Tohya. We'll be back next time with some more. Who knows where we will go, because, I mean, it just seems that new things pop up all the time, right? So, uh, I don't know, right? We sometimes go here, sometimes go there, sometimes meet these people, sometimes meet other people. Anything could happen, and that's a lot of fun. So yes, we'll see you next time for some more Let's Read Kagetsu Tohya. We'll probably check out a few more of those festival things, because those sound like there's a lot of fun there, especially that costume shop, right? I feel like there could be fun there, but thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.